basically what she concluded is I have essentially sprained my back. And I just don't know what it is. Hello. We are nearly 4 in, I think. 3 or 4. I'm sweating bullets. I'm feeling good so far. I'm excited to jump in to a consistent running week. Oh, I'm sweating. Wow. Hello, my lovely people. Welcome to my channel. Hello if you're new. My name is Conagh. Just interrupting this video from the future. This video was originally meant to be a full week of training. As we go along, that does not happen because my back really just throws a spanner in the works there. So this is more of a dealing with my back injury / house hunting applications video. just another week in my life. In a second, you'll hear me talking about my back a little bit, but at this point in time, I didn't know what I knew now. I just mainly thought it was my tight hip flexors and I just had to like stretch it out. But you'll see. Let's get on with the video. I'm a little bit worried though because I've had some issues with my back / hip flexors and I haven't really been running or gymming consistently for the last 3 weeks. I've seen one physio and I've seen an osteopath. I've had another remedial massage and I have another physio appointment booked in with a different physio this week. I've been told a few different diagnoses of what it could be. First physio said that I just have tight hip flexors and that's it. No slip disc or anything like that. The osteopath says that my pelvis is out of line and I have one leg shorter than the other. Again, tight hip flexors. I do have tight hip flexors. That is very apparent. I'm a very tight person in general. Apparently, I consider myself fairly flexible, so I don't know why I'm so tight. Maybe it's because I sit down a lot of the day. I don't know. I'm actually going to a different physio this week because my boyfriend actually goes to her and she's really, really good because he has a shoulder injury. So I'm gonna go to her and hopefully she does like an ultrasound on me because they have one of those machines so she could maybe see actually what the problem is. But again, I don't know, like even if it is tight, like that's not gonna show up on an ultrasound, you know? I don't think that there's anything, well, I was about to say, I don't think that there's anything wrong. Don't mind my dog just hooking into her vag. Not last week, but the week before, like right before I went to Taylor Swift, I went back to the gym because I was feeling like not too bad, in a pretty good place. Like I know what makes my back pain worse and it's pretty much sitting down for a long time. So I decided to head to the gym and what did I do? I fully like pulled something in my back on like the second set of RDLs. I wanted to cry. I did cry. Not because it was like super painful, but I could just felt it and I was just like, oh no, it wasn't even in the same spot that I get my back pain. It was like on my middle of my back and I just felt it pull and I was like, oh no, please God, no. And I thought, oh my God, I've slipped a disc. Something's gone terribly wrong. I went home straight away. I put ice on my back for like 6 hours. I literally have like a burn on my back from the ice pack. It's so weird. And luckily that subsided and it wasn't too bad. I do feel like yesterday, it's so strange. I do feel like there's a little bit of pain in the middle of my back now and I'm just like, what is going on? What is happening? And I know whenever you tell the internet, I also sound like I'm sick. I swear I'm not. I swear I'm just permanently congested and I feel like it's my air conditioners being dirty, so I'm getting them cleaned. Not me just word dumping on you. My back is a weird mystery. It doesn't hurt when I run, hence why I'm continuing running and I haven't been told to stop running. It's so weird because it'll flare up and then it'll subside. I went to the GP and to see if it was like a kidney infection or a UTI. It's not that. It's very strange. I feel like I have had back like niggles in the past, but they tend to just go away. And I feel confused because no one has really told me exactly what it is and what exercises to do in order to improve on what it is. I obviously need to stretch, which I am being very good at doing. I'm trying to stretch, I'm trying to roll out, getting regular remedial excruciating massages, especially when my training picks up, is probably going to be necessary because apparently I'm just as they say. Go and put that in. And it's always my left side. My masseuse, that sounds very fancy. A couple weeks ago, she worked on my hip flexors again and my psoas, the psoas muscle, which is like here. If you've ever had that done, you'll know it's freaking, it's so painful, but it's also like a weird feeling. If you've ever had someone just dig their thumb or their elbow into your hip flexor, it feels gross, but it hurts. Anyway, so just to like round that up nicely, I'm training through this injury, I guess. I would say it's an injury. It's just strange because it's not like I've twisted my ankle and I'm like, oh, yep, my ankle is injured. My back, it's just a mystery. It's so strange because things pop up, things pop down, something's popped up in the middle of my back. I did go to the gym on Friday. I think Friday, I did a very chill session. So yeah, that's the update. My foot's doing pretty well. My old plantar fasciitis, she's still there, but she's definitely manageable and nowhere near as it was. So it's like, that's all good. Now this is my problem. But if you're thinking to yourself, Conagh, why would you be training if your back is sore? It doesn't hurt when I run, like running doesn't irritate it. It's more so if I'm sat down for a long time or if I kind of move myself in certain positions. And I've been told to almost keep going because otherwise you can run into more problems if you stop completely and then try and start again after having a lot of time off. That's what I've been told. That was the same with my foot. So I just did a random run. I'm not placing any structure into my runs at the moment because I officially start marathon training. Like my first official week is the week of the 18th, I think, which is funny because that's the week of my birthday. But I don't want to just jump into the training on that day and having had like a month of just doing nothing, because I need as much training as I can get. It's a 16-week block, but if I can add in a couple extra weeks, I will. But my approach to it at the moment is just kind of going out, doing what I feel, getting back into the routine of running regularly, rather than like focusing on pacing or anything like that. Just time on my feet, getting back into the routine of it, getting back to the routine of going to the gym. I did an easy, I don't even know, no, it was not easy. I did a run. It's still freaking hot. I'm so excited for winter. I know I'm a broken record, but oh my gosh, it's so hot still. I mean, we're only the 4th day into autumn, but still. It was 7.5K. I really tried to push it at the end because I wanted to see how high I could spike my heart rate, and I got it up to 193, which is pretty high for me. It felt really hard. Oh, actually, what was my cadence? Because having a good cadence is... the osteopath said I have like a weightlifting posture, which I'm like, what does that even mean? I don't think I'm like hunched over. Like, I feel like I have fairly good posture, but maybe I don't. Cadence 181. Perfect, 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 perfect. I'm excited to go to the physio appointment because it's just frustrating me. Like when you deal with something for a long time, and obviously this is very, very minute to people who deal with like actual serious, like proper injuries, or if you're just dealing with chronic pain, it is not even in the stratosphere of what you deal with. It's frustrating because I'm so eager to jump into what I want to do, but I feel like I'm being held back with whatever the heck's going on. It's a roadblock, but we're gonna keep on keeping on. Also, what was I saying? Oh! We went to the shops yesterday and I tried on a pair of Oakley sunglasses. I don't like the Oakleys that kind of curve over like that because I feel like they cover my eyebrows and it looks weird. It looks so weird on me. But I tried on a different pair and they looked really cool. The difference between those and my Rebel ones is like insane. Like my Rebel ones do just fine, but I was like, oh, these are really nice. And they looked quite cool because you could see my eyebrows. So, but they were $320. I've never been one to buy expensive sunglasses, so I mean they're a bit different because they're like training sunglasses. Anyway, I need to have a shower and stretch because I am so sweaty. Good morning, folks. Happy Tuesday. I'm off to the gym right now. I really would love to do like mic'd up workouts. I just don't know if I'm confident enough to do that because people don't really do that at my gym, and I'm awkward enough as it is. Like I'm pretty shy when it comes to filming. Like I hate it. let's do this thing. It's a little bit later than I would have liked to come, but it's fine. I'm trying to get over my habit that I have. If it gets past a certain time in the morning, then I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna go to the gym, because that's just me making excuses. A tip that I have, if you find it really difficult to kind of get back into the gym, or if you're just starting, is you don't need to be doing super long sessions. I think if you want to, that's great. If you're just starting out, or you're just trying to get back into it, you don't need to be spending like doing these huge sessions. For me, I feel like 45 minutes is perfect, especially just getting back into it, and then maybe, you know, when I'm deeper into like being into the routine, I can make them longer if I want to, but it just feels so much more manageable if you're telling yourself, okay, right, it's only 45 minutes or it's only half an hour. It doesn't feel as intimidating. It's like when you go for a run. If you say, right, I'm gonna set out and I'm gonna run for 1 kilometer and then I'm gonna walk for a kilometer. It feels easy in your head, but it's about getting back into the routine and making it manageable for you to accomplish. So this is not how I wanted this video to go. I'm glad I have my physio appointment today, because my back really flared up when I started. I know this seems contradictory, because at the start of this video I'm like, I'm told to keep training, like everything's fine, kind of. Sometimes it is pretty painful and it stops me from doing anything, and I just don't know what it is, and I'm scared a little bit. I just don't want it to stop me from running the marathon, or I know this is like not that big of a deal, because it's just, you know, it's probably just a little back thing, but it's just like running and gymming is such a big part of my life, and I feel like I can't do it at the moment. I don't know what happened there, but it really felt like something was wrong. Like I shouldn't like push through like tightness, because it didn't feel like tightness. It felt like something was wrong. I didn't even do any exercises. I just warmed up, and literally like I couldn't even bend over. I just feel very defeated right now, and I feel like I take 1 step forward and then 2 steps back, and I'm so confused as to what I should be doing. Fitness is such a big part of my content, and I think it's a big part of why you guys watch me, and I feel like I'm not delivering on that at the moment, and I'm just frustrated, and it's this is so dramatic. I'm so sorry. All I want to do is go to that physio appointment now. Frustrating. Now that I have composed myself, okay, oh my gosh, it's always a bit scary being like super vulnerable on the internet, because some people are mean, but that's a fact of life. So we just keep on keeping on. I'm gonna pop on some makeup to make me feel a little bit better. My back is sore today. I swear I jinxed myself. And I know watching this, and I would be thinking the same, like, Conagh, just stop doing what you're doing and like rest. I thought I was doing that, and my back was really good yesterday, and today it feels, after whatever the frick I did when I was warming up, which wasn't even anything crazy, which you would have seen me do, it's literally the most painful it's ever been. It feels like it's in a slightly different spot. It's just very confusing. And I don't want to like go on and on and on about it, but I feel like I can barely function today. I feel like I can barely bend over, and putting me in a lot of pain today, and it's impacting my ability to like live my life. My boyfriend thankfully is gonna come with me to the appointment so he can drive, so I can kind of like recline the seat back so I'm not sat up, because the appointment's like 50 odd minutes away, and that will just irritate the crap out of it. And driving home from the gym was very painful. So
tape. The parchment aged, but without wrinkle.
Good morning, happy Wednesday. You guys will already know like how this video gets like structured, but as I'm sitting here right now, I'm obviously gonna have to like remodel it. I don't know, because I don't want to just scrap it. Hi, could I please get a sausage and egg McMuffin with no cheese? Can I also get a medium iced latte on almond milk but with no sugar syrup? Thank you. You too. So, I am about to pick up my boyfriend because we're gonna go look at a house this morning. The Physio. I finally know what it is. She immediately, right off the bat, was kind of like, I can tell you right now, it's not your hip flexors that are the problem. And I was like, okay. Because in my soul, I was like, I knew this is not the problem. It didn't feel like, I don't know. And I'm not an expert, so obviously I can't be making these claims, but you know, wait, okay. Thank you. I'm not a physio, I don't know. Like, it could have been my hip flexors, but you know when you just know, like, it just didn't feel like everything was all good. I just got a sausage McMuffin from McDonald's because you know when you just crave a good McDonald's sausage McMuffin. Basically, what she concluded is I have essentially sprained my back. I believe it's the L5. I could be wrong, I don't know anything about the spine. But it's basically the very base of my spine where it meets my sacrum, I think. Yeah, in layman's terms, I've basically sprained. I've got a sprained ankle for a back. So she's given me a bunch of exercises. I would say they're more like stretches than exercises to do. And I'm actually seeing her next week because I kind of like, I want to be, you know, fixed as quickly as possible. Obviously, I can't control when I get fixed, and basically the reason why it hasn't healed is because I haven't taken any of the steps to heal it, because a lot of the things that I was doing actually make it worse. And essentially, in terms of the gym, I can only do upper body stuff. That makes sense. She said you are banned from doing RDLs. I'm like, that is more than okay with me. In terms of running, I can run, but pretty much take it easy. She said that my lower back is actually quite mobile and my mid back is very, very firm and like tight, I guess you could say. So I need to work on kind of opening that up and also working on my quads, because she actually said that my hip flexors weren't actually that tight. I think they are tight, but like maybe not as tight as we were thinking. Has it got sugar syrup in it? No, it does not. Yes. Oh. Oh my god, that this woman just drove past my car. She was so close to hitting it. Holy shit. That would have been terrible. Basically, I need to avoid arching my back because she said my back is quite swayed. Like, I don't have a sway back, but I definitely have like an arched back. She said when you're sitting down, almost like you want to be like slumped down, which is the opposite of what I thought I was supposed to be doing, because I was always like sitting really straight, upright, and she said that's actually putting a lot of pressure on the joint and making your back work harder than it needs to. So by like relaxing it, I'm like opening up the joint and like letting it kind of chill out, which is the opposite of what I thought. Plus, I've actually got a towel like rolled up and on my upper back as like back support, because she said that's really helpful. I think I might actually buy like a proper back support thing, because even on this drive, it's definitely made it a lot less painful, because yesterday it was pretty sore, as usual, from my little breakdown. But the good news is there's nothing like is it intrinsically the right word? I do not think. There's nothing like super wrong. Like, it's not a very dire situation. It's just biomechanics, she said. So I don't have like anything seriously wrong. So grateful for that. I did ask her like, what's the timeline that you think I might be better by? Because I said how I kind of like was planning on starting marathon training like / end of the month. She said we'll see how we go. So fingers fucking crossed. I'm also tempted to go to a chiropractor and maybe just get adjusted, but I'm scared of that as well because, oh, and she also strapped my back. I forgot about that. I took it off this morning and it took me so long to like scrub off all the like stickiness from the tape, but that was interesting. I've never had my back strapped. I'm very, very happy with the appointment. She just seemed like she knew what she was talking about and actually told me what the problem was, and this is what you need to do to fix it. Hello guys, we are now back home. It is nearly 3 p.m. Oh my goodness. Okay, I feel like my brain has gone at a million miles an hour today. We absolutely loved the house. We are gonna apply for it. It honestly is stunning. It is the first place that ticked every single one of our boxes. It is honestly perfect. So I like quickly came home and I've applying for everything. I'm just waiting on my boyfriend to do like his part type of thing. Yeah, fingers crossed we get it, because if we did, I cannot get over how like perfect it is for what we want. The location, the size, just everything about it is 10 out of 10. I took my hair out, obviously, because that's what you do when you slick it up. So yeah, very exciting. I was like so anxious when I was filling out the application, so fingers crossed, sending out the good vibes. Yeah, I really need to do my stretches. It's nearly 3 o'clock. I said that.